with you guys and how I got started in Turo, my first year numbers, and then I'll make another video talking about my second year numbers, third year numbers, and etc. So let's get started. First year in Turo.
You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. In my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
What is up, Innovation family? How's everybody doing today? It's me, Brandon, your friend, your neighbor, your host, back with another video from Innovation Property Atlanta. Glad you guys tapped into another video, but before we jump into it, guys, remember to always like my videos if you don't mind, showing me some love, leave some comments in the comment section, and subscribe to my channel or refer a friend or somebody you know is interested in doing Turo or learning more about the Turo game or rent-a-car game. Today's video, guys, is going to be a little bit different. We're going to talk about, I'm breaking down in different parts, my personal Turo journey and how I got started and why I got started. And a lot of this stuff is laid out in my class, How to Earn on Turo. That's $79 if you guys are interested in taking the course. Also, when you guys want to reach out to me personally, my calendar's up to date. I got 15, 30 hour block. If you guys are interested, the links are in the description. Book some time with me. But I wanted to kind of go over my journey with you guys and how I got started in Turo, my first year numbers, and then I'll make another video talking about my second year numbers, third year numbers, and etc. So let's get started. First year in Turo, guys, let's get right into it. I made $27,000. I started in 2018. I believe I started out with about 5 or 6 cars. And as I'm talking, I'm going to also be displaying my numbers and the cars that I had and how they did. The reason I got into Turo, guys, I've always been a big fan of hospitality management. So I'm in Atlanta, Georgia, for you guys that don't know. I've been in Atlanta since 2010. Started out from the gate when I first got to Atlanta. I bought a high-rise downtown Atlanta and rented it out on Airbnb. That really took off, did really well. So the hospitality stuff is just in me. I like, working with my clients, customers, and making them happy. So when I got my first Airbnb, I had an idea. Let's go ahead and also do some cars too. It made sense. So when somebody comes into town, they can have a nice car waiting for them at the Airbnb downtown. So the first car I ever got back in 2010-11 was a 2007 or 8 Range Rover. Did very well. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have any type of rental contracts or agreements set up or anything. It was more just a verbal everything, and they paid through Airbnb for the car also. So probably after a year or two, I got banned from Airbnb for renting out cars. I still was able to rent out my properties, but I wasn't able to rent out the vehicles. So lo and behold, 2016 came around, and Turo was called Relay Rides back in 2016. So I had a 2005 Corvette I had rented out for a couple times a year, just for passive income, see how it would do. So 2016 it did all right, but then that was my personal car. It wasn't for business. So I rented that out, and then 2017 came about. I didn't do anything as far as any type of car sharing. Fast forward 2018, I was also working in corporate America in management and IT. So at the time, I wanted to do something different on top of having supplemental income on top of my 9 to 5. So I said, you know what, let me go ahead and give the car stuff another shot. Came across Turo, which changed from Relay Rides, and I went ahead and started posting a couple cars I already had, which was a 2012 BMW, and I went out and bought I believe a 2011 or 2012 Porsche Panamera. So those are the first 2 cars, guys. I got started on Turo back in 2018 in the springtime, and then it started picking up more steam in the fall, winter time, and I started adding more cars to my fleet. I knew when I first got started, 1, 2 cars wasn't going to do it. If I was going to take this business serious, so I knew I had to scale pretty quick. So 2018 was just a year of learning the processes, knowing where to park cars, knowing how to build relationships with mechanics, knowing where to go to get them serviced at, get them washed, all the important details when you're having a car rental fleet. So by the time 2018, I had up to about 6 or 7 cars, and then that's when it really just started steamrolling in 2019. And I'll do a video on 2019 and kind of where I took off and the next cars that I bought and kind of some of the pivot points that happened in 2019, because I actually left my corporate job to do this full time. So I'll get to more of that in the next video. But again, I'm gonna do a series on this, guys. I don't want to take too much time. I'm gonna do a series of my breakdown, part 1, part 2, part 3, on my year-to-year growth and my earnings and how I'm running my business. So you guys can kind of incorporate that into your business and come up with ideas how you want to grow or cut back, or things that I did to try to be profitable or try to grow my fleet. So have any questions, guys, leave any comments. As always, this is part 1, more to come. Thank you for you guys' time. You guys have a good rest of your day.
I'm a real one, my day ones. Try speak up, can't say none. Try dig dirt, there ain't none. I make save up. 10 to 80, my save on. Take to the top on the base one. New car,